State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Close to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Hunt. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Razorbacks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to get the throw off. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Wideouts now clustered. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Here's that defense shifting again. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Touchdown, Hogs. Strong game by this quarterback. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the the single back. Takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bama.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He lets it go on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
First down and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know, in third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection. Because you know that you're going to throw, and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Snags the quick throw. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Using his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. Forced set of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete downfield. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff to the right side. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. On the run, it's Bond. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kurt, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And the Razorbacks come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quinnen Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? Refusing to be brought down. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
See if they can punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll hand it off. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Got it. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. The Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Handoff running right. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Payne. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Razorbacks with first and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Offense has been the story of this first half. Both offenses going up and down the field as the defenses search for answers. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offense coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Where's the snap? Looking to throw the ball. And this one is caught. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And the offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Completion sets up a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Scott. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And he's intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring out the third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. Football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they bounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Razorbacks are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hogs. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The offense really clicking here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
A nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The pocket breaking down. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the point after makes the lead 8. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Razorbacks will crank up the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can...
Paddling down near the goal line, but loses the football. The defense recovers, trying to...
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Offense facing 2nd and goal. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, and he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. We go with a direct snap. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback keeps the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Now they're running on the toss. He shreds the tackle. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat. Get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
And the defense will spend a timeout here to stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. The course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.